ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਬੜਾ ਲੈਂਡਲॉर्ड ਹੈ ਇਹ
Deep Sardesai now joins us for the very latest on this. Rajdeep, I do not know if I missed hearing it wrong, but the Chief Minister of Punjab has not really spoken out on the entire potboiler of one, Amrinder Singh coming into Delhi, and two, on Navjot Singh Sidhu stepping down as the PCC. What he was speaking about, the appeal to repeal farm laws, is that correct?
You know, Chaiti, what does the new Chief Minister say? Because clearly Punjab is, as I've been saying for a few days, picture abhi baki hai. There is a new twist and turn almost every day. Now, what the captain will do, we don't know. Is he coming to test the waters in Delhi, or has he already stitched up some relationship with the centre? What we do know is Navjot Singh Sidhu dramatically resigns, allegedly because he's upset over a few of the appointments that the new Chief Minister has made. Principally, we are told that of the Advocate General of Punjab and a few ministers also. But the fact is that you're the Punjab Congress chief. You're expected to lead the party into the elections in a few months from now. And what have you brought? Chronic instability. What's the messaging? So I think Navjot Singh Sidhu, Chaiti, I said this earlier, the only thing predictable about Navjot Singh Sidhu is his unpredictability. This is a person who can shift in the same day in different directions. We've seen him move from the BJP to the Congress. Along the way, he was also in dialogue with the Aam Aadmi Party. He's someone who we simply don't know what he'll do next. And I don't think the Congress leadership knows who's going to handle Sidhu now. You've created a situation, captain is gone, he's exploring his options, and Navjot Singh Sidhu is leaving a vacuum at the top. And once again, in a way, expressing certain concerns over the way the government is run. Now, Mr. Sidhu cannot be an extra constitutional authority. He was once a cricketer. He has to realize he has to be part of a team. He isn't a team player, and the Congress should have recognized this. Now the Congress will find itself in a very difficult position. Mr. Channi is the face. He will talk about farm laws, will talk about what he intends to do in Punjab. He's just got a couple of months before the code of conduct sets in December. The fact is, how do you deal with an unguided missile called Navjot Sidhu?
Yeah.
The Congress leadership really still has no answers to that, and all of this is happening on a day when Kanhaiya Kumar and Jignesh Mevani, two activists turned politicians, are joining the party, which in itself has led to some murmurings within the Congress party of concern that are they the kind of people we want to make the face of the Congress for the future. So the Congress at the moment is giving the impression, only yesterday we had a former Congress Chief Minister leave in Goa, which is going to the polls. He's set to meet Mamta Banerjee this evening, could join the Trinamool tomorrow. The perception, the optics is of imploding in the key states before the elections early next year. Hardly the kind of, hardly the kind of dress rehearsal for the assembly elections of 2022 for the grand old party.
And Rajdeep, since you track the elections so closely, such kind of an implosion at several different levels, what is the kind of messaging that goes out to the electorate?
The messaging is absolutely terrible because it gives the messaging of chronic instability, that the party's left hand at times doesn't know what the left hand is doing. You know, Navjot Singh Sidhu is made PCC chief a few months ago. Then the captain is removed. Now Sidhu resigns. What do you do? So I think the message that goes down to the voters is chronic instability of a party that is unable to hold its flock together. You've got a former chief minister who's been very close, Luzdin Falero, to the Gandhi family, who's preparing to leave Mamta Banerjee, to join Mamta Banerjee. So the impression goes on that maybe the Congress is not going to challenge the BJP as much as the Trinamool will.
Sorry about the interruption right there, Rajdeep. But